art ever since I was a small child, and I find it a way to express myself. The beauty I see out in nature, it all inspires me to put down my thoughts and feelings and visualization on paper. And in the winter of 2015, when we had almost 9 feet of snow total, I was stuck in the house for a few days and I didn't know what I would do with myself. And I opened the closet door and voila, was a box of shells and sea glass and a broken frame. Within an hour, I'd come up with this beautiful arrangement, which I call my seashell collages. And I saw in the paper they were having the Hull Life-Saving Museum Sea and Sky Show. I entered it in the show and it was selected. In fact, I have some down at the Nantasket Hotel. The woman who runs it always says people comment on yours the most because they want to take home a piece of the ocean. And of course, my earliest memories were collecting sea glass and shells at Nantasket. Originally, it was the Hull Life-Saving Museum, but also the Hull artists have a gallery. I had a show at the Hull Town Hall, the 2 real estate offices, Hammond Real Estate and Hingham, and different art fairs. Hingham Farmers Market, the Hingham Library has had an art fair, the Second Parish Church in Hingham, and also last year I was in Farm Day in Duxbury. I was just astounded to see nature in all 4 seasons around the ocean. The seagulls, the waves, the sunsets, the sunrises, and I lived in Hull for a couple of years. And so I started snapping pictures, and then a friend of mine from high school, I ran into her, she said, "You should join the Hull Artists." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because your photographs are beautiful." And then I started, and the Hull Artists have 3 tours every summer. For 2 weekends, people open their studios. I always look forward to teaching children in workshops. I work with my grandchildren, of course, and I do substitute teaching in the public schools. I am certified K through 6. And I love working with children. I am available for small parties and if you'd like to have a small art class for a group. I love being in the classroom. I love working with children. I think children are natural born artists, and to incorporate art and music in every lesson to me is essential to their learning and growth and development. I also put together a book. I went to Wellspring Hull and I took the memoir course. It was a 6-week course, and I put together a book. The teacher said, in all my 20 years of teaching writing, no one's ever published anything. I said, I'll be the first one. And I found a printer, and I've sold 200 copies of my book. It's called My Autobiography. And you'll be surprised. It's a coming-of-age story, family tragedy, and a happy ending.